Okay. You guys found your water and you're good? All right. All right. All right, our fourth post-game press conference and the opening day of the Lone Star Conference Men's Tournament. Welcome and congratulations to St. Mary's for today's victory. Again, a game jumped out early on Western New Mexico, 14-point halftime lead, and withstood a couple of runs there. They got within 4 points. I ended up winning it again by 14 points, and a lot of good things I know transpiring. But again, this is the fourth time St. Mary's has been to the Lone Star Conference Championship for the first tournament victory. And Coach Meyer, I'm going to mention this, that, again, you're in your third year, but a long-time assistant for your dad. Just how proud would your dad have been of this first win in the tournament?
I think he'd be really proud of the kids more than anything, seeing the fight and the hard work and the dedication and how they come out and compete and especially to some of our older guys, our senior guys that were here with us last year, and we lost and we ended up in the regional and did well there. But all those kids stayed with us and were super loyal and loyal to the school, loyal to us, loyal to each other. I think that would be something he's really proud of.
But the assessment of the game overall, I think turnovers difference. You forced 14 turnovers, I believe, which led to 18 points in the ball game, and the shooting was outstanding tonight. I mean, well over 50%, both regular field goal and 3-point field goal shooting. What's your assessment overall of the game?
We were fortunate that we, came in and knocked down shots. The guys did a good job attacking the basket and had made some tough finishes. I mean, you don't get percentages like that against a good defensive team like they are if guys don't make tough finishes, and we did that tonight. Western's a really good team. I mean, they as much as that turnover margin seems like it would have been a good thing, they kind of canceled that out with their rebounding and made it, where it was ultra competitive. But they're a really good team. They're really physical, and they pose problems doing that for sure.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let's talk to some of these guys that on there. First off, Damani, congratulations again on 2-year first team All-Lone Star Conference.
Yes, sir.
Honors for you. Congratulations again. Another outstanding tonight, 19 points overall on 6 of 12 shooting from the field. Tell us about your feelings of this game, how it transpired for you.
I think my feeling was all the guys, we just came together and we talked about just coming out here and being the hardest playing team in the tournament. That's the only way we're going to win the whole tournament. So we all came together and we made sure that we played our hardest. 40.
All right. Let's swing it over to the other end. Justin Britt, kind of, I wouldn't say invisible the first half, just 3 points in 5 minutes, and then exploded in the second half and ended up with 16 points. What's with that? What was the difference between the first and second half for you?
I got in foul trouble early, and then I knew in the second half I was going to have to come out and be aggressive. I probably could have rebounded a little better also, but just coming out and being aggressive and making the right plays for the team to put us in a position to succeed.
Against, again, Western New Mexico, a team that was making also their first appearance in the Lone Star Conference tournament. Do y'all feel, since you've kind of been through the tournament and even the postseason, that experience might have helped you guys out tonight?
I mean, experience always plays a role in preparation. I mean, this is our third time playing them, and we have went 1-1 with them. And I think just being prepared, and once you play somebody 3 times, you kind of you get used to it. You know what to expect, and it kind of starts to feel like practice. So.
Okay, Damani, again, you've been around the tracks after time. What were your thoughts about that?
I would say, yes, experience played a big part, because last year I know how it felt to lose in the first round, and it hurt a lot. So I knew that we had to come out and do things differently than we did last year. And we came out and hit them with the first punch, and we came out with the victory.
Okay, Bubba, new feature for you guys. You get to rest a day, then, hey, you get to play a second game here in the Lone Star Conference Tournament. What's your plans again? You got a tough one coming up again against the top seed Dallas Baptist on Saturday at noon. What's your thoughts going into that ball game?
The Dallas Baptist is really good. They're very well coached. Their kids they were in the Final Four last year. They're a veteran team. They're used to winning. We had 2 good games against them earlier this year. They're gonna try to play their pace, and we're gonna try to play our pace, and we'll see kind of who can control the tempo a little bit. It'll probably be the one, if whoever can dictate that. It'll be an advantage to them. But tomorrow, we'll get off our feet tonight. We'll get some rest. We worked games in advance with scouts and things like that. So the guys already have some of that stuff. So we'll try to be as prepared as we can for it, knowing that when it's all said and done, when you play Dallas Baptist, the tougher, hardest playing team that doesn't turn the ball over, that's the team that'll have a chance in that one.
I'd be remiss going back to the game mentioning your bench tonight. I mean, you got a couple of guys came off the bench in double figures tonight. Lawyer Jones, I know this was a season high for him, 20 points. You also got double digits from Wayne Wiggins, 17. Talk about your bench.
Well, those kids have been playing really well, throughout the season. Lawyer has really come into his own late and done a great job for us offensively and defensively. Probably about the last 6 or 7 games, he's really been a spark to us. But on top of those guys, kind of like Justin said, he got in early foul trouble. Wayne got in early foul trouble. And then, we turned and we put 2 freshmen in, and Rake and Vargas and Mike Grant, and those guys gave us huge minutes that kind of allowed us to get the guys that had been in the game before the foul trouble happened to some rest and get back in. So it's kind of funny when you look at it, like, guys, Lawyer and Wayne jump out with their stats, but those 4 or 5 minutes that those kids played were just as important because it kind of kept us steady and allowed some guys that have a little more experience to get some rest and get back in there. So our bench was awesome for us today.
Before you guys go, I know coaches always talk defense. Guys, y'all like to score, and I think the 94 points was a season high for you guys tonight. Were you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Were y'all trying to get to that range?
No, sir. We were just trying to come out of the team with the more points than the other.
My favorite game this year was 47-43 against Angelo. I'll take that.
Of course, Coach. That's the way the coaches go.
Yes,
But yeah, congratulations. Great game tonight, and I know looking forward to another great one on Saturday against Dallas Baptist. Any final comments you guys want to make?
No, I mean, I the only thing I'd like to say is that I think this is awesome that you guys did, put this on. The Lone Star does this. It's first class. Bringing all these teams up here, it's an incredible experience for these kids to get to do that. And so just a big thank you to everybody involved, because I know it takes an army to make this thing happen, but it's an awesome experience for these kids to have.
All right. Rest up. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.